Also new since 6, decision time for local school board facing budget cuts. The 19's Jessica Arp live now with more. Jessica?
Well, the board just wrapping up their work just a few minutes ago for the evening. It's been a difficult but productive night for the Madison School Board as it plows through what to cut and what to save in the district's budget. The board dealing tonight with a nearly $30 million budget deficit and voting ultimately to cut about $10 million in programs and positions out, but save more than $12 million and raise taxes by at least that amount. One of the more difficult but unanimous votes were to freeze administrative and non-union salary and benefits at 2009 levels, but the board still has to decide what to do about $6 million more dollars.
So we are working our way in from the edges. It's hard to know. You know, there were some big things still some big things on the table that we have to talk about, and you know, people do want to keep things away from the classroom, so we've got to find a way to do that, and that's going to be the hard part of what we'll struggle with.
There are different opinions as to where that line should be drawn. But more than anything, you know, it just is hope that the public understands that, number one, this is a very challenging time for public education.
Among some of the other cuts beyond the salary and benefit freeze, the board chose to cut about 90% of the conference and travel budget, cut back by 10% on supplies throughout the district, stop paying dues to 2 educational associations, as well as cut the board's food and travel.
And Jess, the board had some very difficult decisions. They did manage to salvage a few things.
Well, they did. The board voted to save the district's reading and recovery program and its staff at a cost of $1.4 million, saved about 38 more staff positions through some of the cuts we mentioned before, and saved the school forest program. Now, as far as the tax impact of all of these decisions, well, the board could have raised taxes up to $392 on the average home. So far, they've voted to increase taxes by about $141 next year, but cut about $117 from the levy. The board will now have 2 more meetings to finish the budget work. The closed session next Monday to work on collective bargaining and personnel cost savings measures, and then a final vote on the budget on Tuesday, May 4th.
Some big days ahead for the Madison Metro School Board. Jessica Arp, live at the Doyle Building tonight. Jessica, thank you very much.